Biblically speaking, do you know, and I say this with every sense of respect, one of God's generals, I may not mention his name because I'm speaking to a global audience, but one of these generals, that was one of the things that brought him down. He was a mighty general of God, used of God powerfully, but he got to a point where people told him, you are one of these prophets, Elijah specifically. And when they said that, for a while he said, no, our glory be to God. I don't mean the spirit of Elijah incarnate. You are that Elijah that Revelation say would come again. Can I tell you this? In the state of pride, there is nothing you will not believe. That's why it's good to ask God for mercy. I want more of you. I want more of you, Jesus. The more I know you, the more I want to know you, Jesus. More of you. Listen, and eventually they now made him believe that he was Elijah, and after a while he started believing it, and he went and sold a regalia. At that time there was no social media, so you would not really know what God was doing at the other side of the world. It was at that time that the woman that we call Maria Woodward Eater, God now lifted her. And when that man heard that God was using someone outside of him, he persecuted that woman seriously. Number one, that she was a woman. Number two, who are you for God to use you? I'm the only one that God is using here. And thank God he served God, but he did not finish well. The things that are written aforetime, they are for our learning, so that we, through the comfort of scripture, some of these people have allowed their scars to be seen, not to condemn them. We honor them in life and even in death for the contribution that they brought, but there are lessons for us to learn. There is nobody destroyed who stands with the potential of destruction. Keep going as God is lifting you spiritually. Apostle Joshua Selman, you know, sometimes I watch with shock and wonder. It's even embarrassing as I'm saying it now, please forgive me. But I mean, people can give you this godlike, I know it's a sincere way to honor you, there's nothing wrong with that, except that sometimes people can give you all this description and all this spiritual paraphernalia, and if you are not careful, you will fall into it with joy. Joshua Selman, I can stand now and begin to pray, and the power of God moves in this place and people are blessed. Spiritual pride, on account of the progress you are making in the spirit, on account of the fact that God, it has so pleased him by his sheer mercy and grace to lift you to a position where you now represent the voice of God to a generation. I warn myself every day, God can do without you. God can do without you. Mr. Man, you are a man, you are only of God. Lord, if you're lifting someone in this city, don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. Lord, if you're healing someone in this city, please don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. Lord, if you're changing someone in this city, don't do it without me. I submit to you by God, there are many men of God, there are many people who need a retreat fast to go back and break down before God and say, my maker and my king, everything I ever have, it came from you And thank God for the spirit of revelation. Thank God for the ability to minister healing. Thank God for the nations who are hearing what we are doing. But Lord, I pray the pride that comes based on spiritual achievements, may it never, never, never. While you are saying it, you will look like a fool, but you are already signing your relevance for the next move of God. See, this is why you see a lot of people used by God, and then a time comes you see another move of God. They are still alive, and yet you see this is not backsliding. It just looks like God says, no, 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 I can't make you do with this again. Some of you here are leaders over small prayer groups. You are already copying all kinds of nonsense. It doesn't matter even if it's from me. We have to be careful the things we are learning. Pride that destroys people. It is as a result of this pride that dishonor has crept into the body. Everybody is correcting everybody. Someone who has not even started ministry, standing at the back of the tree and calling fathers and insulting everybody. Spiritual pride. Till today, when I have the honor and the privilege of meeting any of our fathers in the faith or anyone who has gone ahead, it does not matter what they are saying. I sit down quietly as if I do not know anything in ministry. I submit to you, brothers and sisters and people of God, the man talking to you is not stupid. By the grace of God, forgive me if I sound arrogant, I have seen honor, I have seen the grace of God, I have seen Jesus, I have stood before kings. I know what it means to have spiritual progress. God has helped me. But the way up is to remain on your knees.